So I just want to tell you a brief story about Sunday evening leaving the Tata Memorial Hospital. And we had a little break, it kind of ended at 5:30 or so, so we decided to take a walk. And we were walking through as the sun kind of was going down, and we were just enjoying the shops and the people, and it was Sunday night, so it was kind of like the market was happening, and it was quite lively. And then the sun went down, and we were ready to kind of go back. And we crossed one street, and the guy said, no, you need to go to the other side of the street because the taxis go in that direction back to where you're going. So just by happenstance, we crossed back underneath a bridge. And as we were walking through the bridge, I saw underneath one of the pillars a woman, which I have a picture of here, her home was right underneath that pillar. And she just looked like maybe 40, 50 years old, but hard to tell. And she had her bed there and like a few pots and things, just completely alone. I mean, completely. There was like traffic on one side and traffic on the other side, and there was cars, and it smelled of urine, like people had been urinating there. And she caught my attention. She wasn't asking for anything. She just caught my attention, and the impact of that, just seeing her there, was so powerful for me that I didn't recover. I was sick from that point till this morning. I kind of got up and I felt a little bit better in this way. And I had the same experience, very similar. The first time I was here, I was walking along the beach, and they picked me off as probably a soft heart, so everybody was begging, for me. I was giving everything I had, the way. It was just natural, in this way. But then a boy, maybe 20 years old, came up to me, and he was hemiplegic, like one part stroked, and he was obviously Down syndrome on top of it, and he just came up to me, and he couldn't speak, so he just was like, it was the look in his eyes of just utter something. And again, it was the same experience that I went home, and that night I got violently ill after that. And there's something, both times I had the same experience in this way. It's just something about seeing that kind of absolute isolation and alone and forlorn, or like there was no one there for this woman. I could just feel it, like everyone would just avoid her. They don't want to be near her. She looked very strange, like one eye was kind of up and one down. I'll show you later. And just this sort of, and something about that, it's like just entered beyond my whatever types of barriers that I might have. It just goes inside. It's just too much to experience. So I just wanted to share that a little bit before the case in this thing. And there's nothing I could do. I actually took a photograph, which I felt like was maybe a little bit invasive, but it's like I had to see it again. It was just so powerful in a way. So the first case that I wanted to discuss is a woman that I saw for a long, long time. Maybe one of my oldest patients, maybe 10, 12 years.
I think you had shared that with me right before a conference in Phoenix, right, this case?
Yeah, I shared this case, and I've given her many, many, many remedies through the years. I mean, usually remedies are very syphilitic in nature. She had a lot of drooling and different things, but I would always kind of go to the repertory and try to understand her and prescribe mercury and plumbum and these different remedies, and everything would help a little bit with her through the years. But never really like any solve. She was very alone. She raised 2 autistic boys that were not her own. She would only work with elderly patients, like carting them to the store or picking up medicines for them or shopping for them, this type of thing. But absolutely no social life.